Chapter 21 Interview Preparation for St. Thomas Pragmatics Program in July 2025. X Mini Emoji. When I first started thinking about my future after high school, I knew that I wanted to find a college where I could not only learn but also grow as a person. My name's Giuseppe, and I was a senior at Gateway Academy, where I'm proud to serve as the student body president. Over the past year, I focused on a lot on academics, leadership, and personal growth. I really enjoy staying organized and taking detailed notes, which help me stay on track with my schoolwork. Outside the classroom, I kept busy playing field hockey, leading on the basketball team, and participating in our school's theater productions. Being involved in so many activities has taught me a lot about teamwork, commitment, and balancing different responsibilities. When I began exploring colleges, the University of St. Thomas stood out to me right away. There's something special about the welcoming community on campus, and I felt it would be a good fit for me. I was especially drawn to the Pragmatics program because I believe it was it will help me grow academically and socially in ways that other programs might not. Some of my friends who are already in the Pragmatics program have spoken very highly about the support they've received and the positive campus life. They gave me more confidence that St. Thomas is where I want to be. The Pragmatics program is unique because it's designed to support students with learning differences, which I see as a true privilege. It's an opportunity to experience college life fully while learning important style skills and real world values like workplace readiness. readiness. For me, the goal is to earn an associate's degree through the program and then transition smoothly into a 4 year bachelor's degree. This path feels like a perfect fit for what I want to accomplish. During high school, I've been developed involved in leadership and community activities as student body president. I've organized events like pancakes with parents to bring the school community together and boost school spirit. I've also been active in Jewish programs like Kalila High and MBGLC for 4 years, which have helped me grow as a leader and connect with my culture. Besides leadership, I play field hockey and basketball, and I love being part of the theater department where I get to express my creativity and collaborate with others. Looking ahead 5 years from now, I see myself working toward a career in coding, a passion I discovered after taking a coding class. My teacher noticed my skills and encouraged me to take an advanced online program through Vanderbilt University, which challenged me which challenged me and showed me how much I enjoy coding. While coding is my current focus, I'm also open to exploring other career options, and I believe the Pragmatics program will help me figure out what's best for me in the future. One of the things I'm most excited about is living in a dorm on campus. I can't wait for the independence and responsibility that come with managing my own space and daily life. I'm looking forward to making new friends and building a strong community around me as I grow into adulthood. My long term goal include gathering from college, building me a meaningful career, and making a positive difference in the world. I want to keep improving my communication and leadership skill throughout my life. Most importantly, I want to show that autism doesn't define who I am, rather, I define what autism means for me. I hope to inspire others with learning differences by proving that we are capable, deserving, and limitless in what we can achieve. Throughout high school, I've learned the power of teamwork. Leading the student council has taught me how to work with others, to plan events, and address student needs. Playing field hockey has reinforced the importance of communication, cooperation, and supporting teammates to reach a common goal. These experiences have prepared me well for college and beyond. Before wrapping up the interview, I plan to ask a few questions about the Pragmatics program to better understand how it supports students. I want to learn more about the academics and social resources available, the kinds of activities and projects students work on, and how the program helps students transition into their careers or future education. These questions are important to me because I want to make sure I'm making the most of every opportunity and preparing well for my future. Chapter 22. What I've accomplished up to this point in my life. Looking back on my journey so far, I'm ready I'm really proud of how much I've grown with the milestones I'm reached. One of the biggest moments was being accepted into the University of St. Thomas for the Pragmatics program, where I plan to study computer science. This step feels like a big achievement and a gateway to my future. I remember how much my older sister helped me prepare my student council speech back in high school. It was a moment of true pride and confidence for me. Everything I've learned at Gateway has prepared me well, and I feel really excited to take on this next chapter in my life. Though I hate UST and coding. One of the subjects I've truly fallen in love with is coding. Python in particular has become my favorite language to learn and work with. I'm grateful that my mom has always supported me. I felt proud of my progress. Over the summers, I completed an online coding program through Vanderbilt, which really boosted my skills and confidence. Attending summer school for coding 2 years in a row gave me the hands on experience I needed and helped me prepare for college level work. It's been a journey of discovery and challenge, and I'm excited to keep going. Another experience that I'm proud of is joining the field hockey team. Since field hockey is mostly seen as a women's sport here in America, being part of the team felt special because I was helping to bring that stereotype and spread the game among men as well. Playing field hockey has taught me important lessons like patience, teamwork, and the value of working hard for a shared goal. Supporting my teammates and coaches on and off the field made me feel like I was making a real difference. Becoming the student body president was another highlight of my high school years. I learned the challenge to talk with so many people and build new connections, making sure my class stayed respectful and drama free was something I took seriously. One of my favorite memories was organizing the event Pancakes with Parents, which brought students and families together in a fun and welcoming way. That event showed me the power of community and leadership. Being on the basketball team also shaped who I am today. It pushed me to become a stronger leader and an athlete. I spent time practicing rebounds and shots to improve my game, always striving to do better. One of the best parts was the encouragement I got from coaches like Mr. Curright and Mr. Wen. When they called me G Money and told me you got that dog in you, it made me feel proud and motivated to keep pushing myself. All these experience, academic, athletic, and leadership have combined to make me who I am today. I'm proud of what I've accomplished and excited for the opportunities that lie ahead. Chapter 23. Professional Communication and Leadership Lessons. As a senior leader, I've learned that professional communication is all about exchanging information, ideas, and messages within a workplace or business setting in a way that's clear, respectful, and formal. This skill is initial, not just for success in school, but also for any career I pursue in the future. One of the biggest lessons I embrace is having a growth mindset, which simply means always trying to improve, learning from mistakes, and never settling for less than my best. This mindset keeps me motivated to grow academically, socially, and personally. A great example of applying professional communication and teamwork was the Tell Me Something Good video broadcast project. In this project, our senior class worked together to create a 10-minute iMovie news program focused on positive news stories. The process involved several major steps. First, we had to come up with a name for our broadcast and assign roles, such as new archers, reporters, and camera operators. We discussed when to film live versus when to find videos online, which materials to create ourselves. Everyone was involved in multiple roles, and we made sure to identify the 10 required news stories. We planned transitions carefully so the video flowed like a real news broadcast. Finally, we merged everything together to produce one amazing video. The main goal of this project was to challenge us as a class to collaborate and create a professional news program and spread good news to dem- demonstrating what we had learned about communication, planning, and teamwork. Throughout my learning, I also gained foundation knowledge from earlier chapters. For example, in chapter 1, I learned about the four different communication needs: relational, identity, informational, and instrumental, and how a word's meaning comes from the syllables we assign to it. I also learned about important concepts like code switching, which is shifting between different ways of speaking and depending on the social setting, and self monitoring, which means being aware of how you behave in different situations. In chapter 2, I explore culture and how it's made up of shared symbols, language, values, and norms that define groups of people. I learned the difference between race, nationality, ethnicity, and study the different generations from the silent generation of Gen Alpha, each with their own unique historical milestones. I also understood the difference between difficultistic cultures, which focus on the individual, and collectivistic cultures, which emphasize the group. By chapter 4, I had learned about different listing styles: people orientated, action orientated, content orientated, and time orientated, and the five types of listening: informational, critical, inspirational, appreciative, and empathetic. I also learned that noise is any unwanted sound that can interfere with communication. Other key concepts I've learned include the importance of reading the room, which means understanding the attitudes and opinions of the people you are speaking to, and future thinking, which is about creative problem solving and being bold enough to imagine changes that will shape social interaction, education, and technology in the years ahead. All these lessons have shaped me into a more thoughtful, effective communicator and leader, ready to take on challenges with respect, clarity, and confidence. Chapter 24: Environmental Science Mini Expedition Research Project. On October 23rd, 2024, I began my environmental science mini expedition research project focused on the board topic of energy. I explored how energy is all around us and how it consistently transforms from one form to another. For example, in the video energy transformations, I learned that energy can change from kinetic to sound energy when strumming a ukulele, or from electrical to light and heat energy. When turning on a light bulb, this process shows that energy is never lost but always shifts from forms, which is initial for how natural and technology works. Another video, Where Does Energy Come From?, helped me understand that energy mostly comes from the sun, fossil fuels, and renewable sources like wind and social power. While fossil fuels have powered our world for many years, they also cause pollution and climate change, which I further researched in articles like Fossil Fuels and Climate Change. The facts and emissions from fossil fuels continue to rise. These articles explain how burning fossil fuels release carbon dioxide that traps heat, warming our planet and causes dangerous effects like rising sea levels and extreme weather. The main problem I found is climate change caused by greenhouse gases from burning fossil fuels. The solution is to use less fossil fuels and more renewable energy. Everyone, governments, businesses, and individuals must work together to invest in clear energy, follow climate agreements like the Paris Agreement and the rise awareness about making choices that protect the environment. This project taught me the importance of understanding energy's role in climate change and the need for sustainable actions to keep our planet safe for the future. In conclusion, my environmental science mini expedition research project showed me how energy is initial to everything around us and how our use of fossil fuels is harming the planet. Learning about energy transformations and sources helped me understand the causes of climate change and why it's so important to switch to clear, renewable energy. I now realize that everyone has a role in protecting the environment by making smart energy chooses, and that everyone has a role in protecting the environment by making smart energy chooses and supporting efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This project inspired me to be more aware of my own energy use and to encourage others to help create a healthier, more sustainable world. Chapter 25, My Little Alphabet Book. I began an exciting and challenging project called My Little Alphabet Book. The goal was to carefully select words from A to Z and include examples of 5 nouns, 5 verbs, 5 prepositions, 5 adjectives, and 5 adverbs. To start, I had to think thoughtfully about each word to make sure it fit into the right category and that I could use it in a meaningful sentence. For the nouns, I choose familiar and easy to imagine words like apple, garden, mountain, river, and xylophone. Writing sentences such as I ate a juicy apple helped me understand that nouns name peoples, places, or things, while sentences like the river flowing through the sky sparked my imagination and showed me how nouns can bring scenes up to life. Next, I focus on verbs, the action words that tell what is happening. I pick verbs like bounce, enter, jump, sing, and whisper, creating sentences such as the kids love to jump on the trampoline and I had to whisper in the library helped me see how verbs add movement and energy to a sentence. Then I explore prepositions which show relationships in space and time. Words like inside, over, through, under, and zoom allow me to write sentences like the cat ran inside the house and the plane flew over the sky, helping me understand how prepositions add important information about where or when something happens. The adjectives were fun because they describe or give more detail about nouns. I choose adjectives like dog, friendly, kind, peaceful, and yellow, sentences like the friendly dog wagged its tail, and the lake looked peaceful in the morning, showed me how adjectives make writing more colorful and help paint a clear picture in the reader's mind. Lastly, I worked on adverbs, which describe how actions are done or add detail to adjectives and other adverbs. I picked words like carefully, hastily, lightly, quickly, and vasely. Sentences such as my sister carefully placed the vase down and I hastily finished my homework made my writing more expressive and detailed. Through this project, I learned how all these parts of speech work together to create clear and vivid sentences. It was both a fun and challenging way to improve my grammar and vocabulary. I now realize that nouns name verbs, show action, adjectives describe, adverbs explain how, and prepositions connect ideas. Building sentences with each word made me more confident in using language creatively and exhilarately. My little alphabet book wasn't just a simple assignment, it was a valuable step in sharpening my writing skills and deepening my appreciation for how language works.